So, week 3, we are all starting to come back to school. Just a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, if the situation stays the same. As you're coming back to school, you're probably feeling pretty excited. You may also be feeling a little bit nervous, and that's okay. So we're going to look at a few things that may be a little bit different as you're coming back to school. Let's have a look. As you get dropped off for school at the front gates, your parents or whoever dropped you off will be asked to stay outside the gates and to keep moving, not to stay and have a chat with everybody else, because the advice from doctors and scientists has been that adults need to keep going and not linger and hang around. So that means students, you guys will be met by teachers and you will come in and bring your bags to your classroom like you normally would. You'll notice on the ground there will be some stickers, big yellow ones that say stand 1.5 meters apart. Those are some of the little things you'll see around the school that are here to make sure our school stays a safe place to be. Let's have a look at some other things. As you come into school, if you're a bit late, your parents will still be asked to stay outside the school gates, and you will have to go to the big office to sign in, just like you normally do. In the big office, you'll see some signs that remind you to stay apart from other people. And if you see more than 5 people in that space, please wait outside. And when you see people leave, you can go in when they're done. Now, schools are open because scientists and doctors have said it's safe. But in order to make our school safe, we did have to change a few things. You will notice the bubblers are all closed off. So the bubblers where you drink from have been sealed off. There is a tap that's still active, so you can fill up your water bottles throughout the day. You're only supposed to use your water bottle just like normally. The other thing you're going to notice is that the playground equipment and Kosciuszko and some of the building blocks and things like that have all been closed off. So please make sure you stay off of that equipment for now. In the future, we may be able to open that back up, but for now, it's a no-go zone. One of the things that will be different is Mrs. Henneke's office won't be accessible to families or students. So instead of going into Mrs. Henneke's office, which is where Mrs. Carboni works, you'll have to stay outside, and teachers will have to email ahead and get whatever it is you need will be sent up to your classroom. Remember, one of the ways that we are safe during this time, and during all times, is to keep our hands clean and not to touch our face. Around the school bathrooms and toilets, you will see hand towels and soap. You will also see hand sanitizer. It's very important to remember after you've used hand sanitizer not to rub your eyes. You shouldn't be touching your face anyways, but especially after hand sanitizer. It will really irritate your eyes. So by all means, wash your hands, use the paper towels to dry them, and after you've touched things, make sure you wash your hands again. You can't wash your hands too many times, really. Now, many of you have been spending a lot of time at home with your family, with your siblings, pets, all the grandparents, possibly if they live with you. So now that you're back to school, you've been apart from them. And it's probably the longest you've been apart from some of them for a long time. If you're feeling a little bit sad about that or a little bit nervous about being away from your family, please talk to your teacher, talk to your friends, talk to your teacher librarian. We're here to make sure that you feel safe and that you feel cared for. A lot of you are going to be very excited about coming back to school, seeing your friends for the first time and having big playgrounds to play in. Please remember that your time in the classroom with your teacher is very limited right now. So your teacher is going to be wanting to use that time to help you to learn. So please be respectful of that time in your classroom, and by all means enjoy your time outside the classroom at fruit break and lunch with your friends.